Welcome to Wrestle Vanguard. Get ready to dive into the top 10 most epic WWE Women's Wrestling main events ever. This was the first women's match to ever main event an NXT TakeOver event, a historic breakthrough. The bout was a 30-minute Iron Woman match, showcasing incredible stamina and storytelling from both wrestlers. Bayley and Sasha Banks put on a technical and emotionally charged performance that captivated fans worldwide. Bayley retained the NXT Women's Championship, cementing the match as a landmark moment in WWE Women's Wrestling history. This match was the first women's match to main event a WWE TakeOver event, marking a turning point in women's wrestling. Banks and Bayley told a compelling story of friendship, rivalry, and ambition inside the Barclays Center. The match featured innovative moves and emotional moments, including Bayley's belly-to-belly suplex off the apron. Sasha Banks won the NXT Women's Championship, solidifying her status as one of the division's top stars. This was the first ever women's Hell in a Cell match in WWE history, making it a groundbreaking moment. Both Banks and Flair pushed the limits with intense physicality and daring spots inside and outside the cell. The match included brutal moves onto chairs and the steel cage, proving women could deliver extreme, main event caliber bouts. Sasha Banks' victory showcased her toughness and helped elevate the women's division to new heights in WWE. This match was the main event of WWE's first ever all-women's pay-per-view, a historic night for women's wrestling. Bayley and Sasha Banks, longtime rivals and fan favorites, delivered a highly emotional and technically brilliant match. The bout featured intense storytelling, dramatic near-falls, and showcased both competitors' resilience and skill. Bayley's victory to reclaim the SmackDown Women's Championship symbolized the growing prominence of women in WWE. This was the first time a women's match closed the SummerSlam pay-per-view, a huge milestone for WWE's women's division. Ronda Rousey, making her SummerSlam debut, faced Alexa Bliss in a fast-paced and hard-hitting match. The bout combined Rousey's MMA-inspired strikes with Bliss's veteran ring psychology, keeping fans fully engaged. Rousey's victory established her as a dominant force and helped propel the women's division into a new era of main event status. This was the first ever women's tables, ladders and chairs, TLC, main event in WWE history. Asuka, Charlotte, and Becky delivered a brutal, high-risk battle featuring ladders, chairs, and tables in constant use. The match was chaotic and hard-hitting, with Ronda Rousey interfering and pushing over the ladder to cost Becky and Charlotte the win. Asuka climbed the ladder and captured the SmackDown Women's Championship, marking her first title win on WWE's main roster. This was the first women's match to ever main event WrestleMania, marking a huge milestone for WWE. Becky Lynch faced Ronda Rousey and Charlotte Flair in a winner-takes-all triple threat for both the Raw and SmackDown Women's Championships. The match was intense and physical, ending with Becky pinning Ronda in a controversial finish. Becky's victory crowned her Becky 2 belts and symbolized the peak of the women's evolution in WWE. This fatal four-way match showcased the depth of NXT's women's division with 4 top-tier competitors. Shayna Baszler used her MMA background and submission skills to survive against the high-flying offense of Sharian Sane and Belair's raw power. Despite being outnumbered for much of the match, Baszler retained her title by forcing Bianca Belair to tap out. The match proved that NXT's women could deliver main event level action with intense storytelling and diverse in-ring styles. This was the first WrestleMania main event between 2 black women, making it a groundbreaking moment in WWE history. Bianca Belair showcased her incredible athleticism against Sasha Banks' ring IQ in a match full of emotion, power, and precision. The crowd witnessed unforgettable moments, including Belair using her hair as a whip and delivering a massive KOD for the win. Belair's victory crowned her as the SmackDown Women's Champion and marked her official rise as a top WWE superstar. This was the first ever women's War Games match in WWE history, making it a historic milestone for the division. Held inside two rings surrounded by a steel cage, it featured intense action, shocking betrayals, notably Dakota Kai turning on Tegan Nox, and brutal weapon use. Despite being outnumbered, Rhea Ripley and Candice LeRae overcame the odds in a gritty, dramatic finish. Ripley's victory solidified her as a breakout star and proved that women could thrive in hardcore match formats like War Games. Women's wrestling in WWE has shattered barriers and redefined what it means to be a main event superstar. These iconic matches prove that the future of WWE belongs to the women who fight with heart, skill, and passion.